Emeritus Research is an independent research centre, so that's all we do here is research. We're not connected to a hospital, so we cover most therapeutic areas except acute conditions or conditions that need to be hospitalised. So we cover a lot of musculoskeletal studies, vaccine studies, cardio, gastro, dermatology, quite a long list really. Monitors, when they arrive, they sign in here at our visitors book and they put a visitors tag on, and then they utilise this area at the front here. And so we can accommodate 2 monitors, and it's quite private for them, you know, from the rest of the office.
Yes.
And they have access to photocopying and faxing if they should require it. But otherwise they tend to bring their own setup with their laptops and work away quietly. The regulatory binders are kept in the centre of the office here on shelves and also in our back room. And nobody can enter our office. It's all alarmed and everyone has to have their own alarm key to enter. So only the study staff have access to any of this. The IP that is required to be kept at 2 to 8 degrees is stored in either one of these 3 fridges here, and all the fridges are temperature monitored on a daily working day basis. So with a min-max thermometer, all the study IP is on a particular shelf in the fridge, so if a CRA wanted to check the IP, they can see which shelf it's on before opening the door, and that way they don't need to keep the door open too long to risk the temperature going up too high. If there's a temperature excursion, then it's reported to the CRO or the sponsor immediately that it's discovered, and then the IP will be quarantined until we get the approval to either use it or we have to discard it. We do. We have a data logger which we place in the fridge, so it's checked annually. Apart from the service of the fridge annually, we check that this is actually recording accurately as well. This is a -20 freezer, and this is where we keep any of the biological samples that are required to be frozen before they're shipped off. Once again, this is all temperature monitored with a min-max thermometer every working day. We have 2 centrifuges. One is refrigerated, one is an ambient, again for processing specific blood samples. And we have a small incubator here which is used to process the quantiferon samples before they're sent off to the lab. The room itself is temperature monitored, so again we have a log which is recorded daily, every working day, and we keep our ambient IP in these locked cupboards for each study as well, which are all labelled according to the protocols. We have our own ECG, 12-lead ECG machine, which is a laptop software package. And because of that, it doesn't need to be calibrated because it is computer software. And we also have sponsor-provided ECG machines, which we use for specific protocols. We have basic resuscitation equipment here, so airway, some drugs for anaphylactic reaction, and also obviously oxygen supply. This is a typical consulting room. It's one of 3 that we have, and they're all fully equipped with the usual blood pressure machines, temperature taking, scales for weighing, and the scales we check with our 10 kilo weight annually. And this is the room where patients come in and they have the consent process happen in here, and All the medical source data is completed in this room, which is all paper. We don't have any electronic. The medical history is captured, and blood collection, ECGs, yeah, all happens in this room. Questionnaires are completed. Anything that's required of the protocol, really. We have a standard operating procedure for consenting, which is available electronically for CRAs to review when they come in for their monitoring. We have a PI, and we have 3 sub-investigators, and we have myself as the research manager and 4 study coordinators. All our training documented in terms of GCP, in terms of the systems and platforms that we need for various studies, all the IWS, WRS processes. Independent joint assessors, dermatology assessments, IATA training for processing of dangerous goods and dry ice shipments. All of that's all documented and uploaded to our SiteDocs Portal system. That information's all available on our website. All our metrics are on our website, including the fact that we have at least a 95% success rate in achieving target for our studies. We're often the lead site for multi-site applications to Bellberry, and we have probably 20+ years experience here with all our staff combined, including the medical and the nursing staff.